Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Lady Layer. If you guys are joining us live, hey girl, hey. Our new format we're going to be doing is going live every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. If we're not there at 7:30, child, just come back at 7:45. We will be on. So make sure you guys mark your calendars to meet us live. And then it'll be on there from then on out. So our new upload day will be Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, period. Yes. So we're just gonna jump into it as people join in. Hey, girl. Hey, somebody has already joined us. Look at them being on time.
I love that for us. Come on, Sierra's friend. We don't know who you are, but thank you for coming.
Hi,
y'all. Yeah, so you guys have to make sure you guys join in so we can be here and chit chat together. It's more fun when we can chit chat live.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what y'all drinking today?
Child, you know what I be drinking?
Chardonnay.
Nasty Chardonnay.
Good old nasty Chardonnay.
I've had some good Chardonnays. It's just like you got to know which one you want.
Yeah,
I think I only had that. The only time I had good Chardonnay was when we went to the wine fest, and it was from that random place that only used California grapes or something like that.
Or I thought it was a New Zealand one.
Oh, maybe it was New Zealand. It didn't.
It was New Zealand Chardonnay because I was like, I don't care for Chardonnay like that, but that
it was so good. Yeah,
it was pure.
The only Chardonnay that I really love is Bogle, and I love me bread and butter. Yeah. And the butter one, the label that just says butter.
Butter,
those are my top 3 favorite.
But he was saying when it tastes buttery, it's like because it's something going on in the way that they make the Chardonnay. It's not supposed to taste like that. That's what he was saying.
Oh, not you. Yeah,
he was like I don't know why people love buttery Chardonnay. He was like, but it's not supposed to taste like that. And I think that's why we like the other one because it didn't.
It was good. It wasn't like super dry or anything. That's the only wine I didn't toss that wasn't like cheap ghetto wine. Oh. Every other wine was getting tossed.
She don't like real wine anyway, so
right.
Like,
take her words with a grain of salt. No.
Yeah, don't take her wine advice, but if she liked it, it must really be good or it's super sweet.
Yeah.
I'm having this Ernst Repenue Champagne. It's so funny how like people like say champagne like champagne, but in France, that's really how they say it.
Really? I say champagne.
They call it champagne.
They say champagne. I'm probably still saying it wrong, but it still sounds like that, like champagne. Like they say it like that. It's not. They don't say champagne at all.
Where the hell we get champagne from?
Because I think people just say how it looks.
To me, it looks like champagne.
It do look like champagne, but he said champagne.
He was like, I know that's right. And that's how I'm going to pronounce it from here on
out. I'm just saying it right the whole
time.
Right. I don't know wines. I've been saying champagne this whole time. Sure.
I was like, give me some champagne for France. Okay.
Right.
I love that for you, friend.
I'm drinking White Cab from Wilson's Creek.
Ooh.
The best.
Yum, yum.
Okay, so we on our boozy shit tonight. I love that. Love that for us.
So whenever you're watching, make sure you pour up. It's going to be a long one. We got a lot to talk about.
Drink responsibly, though. Don't go nowhere.
Drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive, honey. You should be at home, relaxing. If you're listening to this in the car, then just drink your water, your coffee, whatever.
Right. Or if you don't want to drink, toke up, enjoy your life.
Whatever you care to do, just listen to us. Okay, Katrina's gonna kick us off with our first topic.
So I don't know if y'all been watching the news. Well, y'all should know, but viewers
or social media.
Right. Or even on social media, because everybody is very like outraged about this. So if you haven't heard, there's this person named Marcellus Williams in Missouri, and he's been on death row. I don't know how many years, maybe like 20 something years. And over this time, they've been finding evidence that could prove that he's possibly innocent. And the victim's family, prosecutors, everyone has tried to get his his conviction stayed or his sentence stayed so that he didn't get executed, because they want to look further into the case to make sure that they're not unaliving an innocent person. Right. And like they've already stayed his unaliving once before. So this is the second time that they've gone through with it. And this time it went to the Supreme Court. And like, this is why it's very important to vote, because the Supreme Court justices are the ones that decide cases in this matter. And out of the Supreme Court justices, the judges that were elected by Bush and by Trump, those are the people that voted not to overturn this conviction, despite all of the evidence that was showing that he could possibly be innocent. Like in this case, there's not even DNA at the crime scene that is related to him. Right. So it's like, I don't know what they're using in order to convict him. And then also, like, your governors, like the governor has the right to grant clemency, and in Missouri, the governor is not doing that either. Like, your elected officials are very important. So if you are not registered, you need to go out, get registered to vote, and make informed decisions. Because at the end of the day, you never know if you might end up in jail. And like, let's just keep it real. Prison is a business. They don't care about what you did. They don't care about if you're innocent or guilty. They care about the money that they're going to get for having you there. And that's it. So anyway, I
was going to say, but even in this case, that's why I was trying to make sure I wasn't speaking about a different case, but the guy who gave his testimony recanted and said that he wasn't even present.
Yeah, he lied on the stand.
Yeah, he wasn't even present. That alone should have been enough to freaking throw it out.
The fact that they said that there was no DNA should have been enough. The fact that
that corroborates the fact that he wasn't there.
Right. The fact that the prosecutor on the case, the person who actually brought the case forward, is saying, "Hey, I might have made a mistake. This person it could be innocent. I want to further investigate this case." They still don't care. So today was his unaliving date, and they ended up going through with it, despite all of the red flags and all of the possibilities that he could be innocent. And it's just, this is not the first case. This is now that social media is out, it's more we hear more about it, but this has been going on for years. Like, he literally had a Jim Crow jury. Like, you're supposed to have a jury of your peers, and he had I don't know, I can't remember the exact amount of jurors, but let's say there's 12 jurors. Out of the 12, 11 were white and 1 was black. Like, that is not a jury of his peers. No. So on that alone, he should have gotten a new trial, because that's, like, you're right. You should have a jury of your peers. And like, I don't know what his defense attorney was doing. I would argue that that's ineffective counsel, because how the heck does a defense attorney allow that type of jury? Like, that doesn't serve you.
They have to approve it.
Yeah, they go back and forth to pick the jury. Right. So the fact that he allowed 11 to 1 doesn't make sense.
He was not on his side.
It just shows and goes to show how disgusting our judicial system is. Mm-hmm. All of that, like, it just doesn't make any sense. My heart goes out to that family. Yeah. I pray that God reigns over his soul. Yeah. This is just such a devastating moment. And I just learned, I've been trying to pay attention. I was busy with work, but I briefly saw that post on, like, the Shade Room. And then when I heard, I was like, oh my God, they actually executed him. It was wild, because I remember seeing his story a long time ago. So what? Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Kim Kardashian one of the ones to advocate for him too, or did she?
Yeah, I think she came out. I think she did come out and say, like, that they needed to allow them to investigate and look into it.
Right. They don't care. They don't care, because that goes to show that majority of the time, almost all the time, that system is not made and built for us. Mm-hmm.
So, and I read today that when you, like, when a person has a sentence of unaliving or whatever, the cost for that prisoner to be there is 10 times more than someone serving life in prison. And the way that they make that money is by the taxpayers. The taxpayers are paying the 10 times more to unalive people that are possibly innocent. Like that's another reason. Like you are paying for this. If you don't believe in what's going on, it's your time to make the change. Like
right.
you,
It can, like you said, it can literally happen to anybody. Anybody you know can happen to you. Like there's no name on it, especially if you Black.
100%. 100%.
You gotta fight twice as harder if you're any kind of minority, not even just Black. And
Right.
like lately, the white people ain't safe either. The police is police unaliving the whites too.
Yeah,
they sure are. Anybody can get at this point because it's, you know what? Listen, we know that the police force is there. We'll call them, right? Like not to make light of the situation. I forget what senator there was. I think it's a senator of Alabama. We said if you don't like the police, then call a crackhead. But we're not gonna call a crackhead. We're gonna still call the police.
Yeah, that was so
crackheads is resourceful. But anyways, no, we done got that somewhere else. But what I'm saying is we know how this judicial system is, and I'm curious as to when that's going to be broken down, because that system was built and we don't know how it's going to be broken down. That system has been built since slavery.
It's gonna get broken down. Well, I don't know what you mean by broken down, but it's definitely gonna be affected with this Project 2025.
The police rewriting these laws, rewriting things on what
we are in charge of that. If we don't elect the right people, it'll never change. Like if people go out and we elect this idiot Trump again, he's the same person that's saying that cops can do whatever they want to and they're above the law.
Sorry to cut you off. He's talking about the cops gonna have immunity.
Right. That's what I was saying. They could do whatever they want and that's fine. So they could put you in jail and plant stuff on you and do all of this stuff and it's fine.
Yep.
Like,
and people ignore all that.
Oh, right. They sure do.
They so worried about that $1,200. Like
$1,200 that they didn't even want to give. He didn't want to give that.
Right.
That's not happening again. You have to get another freaking pandemic.
Right.
You best believe they're prepared for it this time. They're not going to be handing out money. They're going to be handing us freaking armed military packs.
Right. Rations.
Dropping them from the air. Like we
because they're going to be doing
Hunger Games. It's going to be Hunger Games in this mug. Like,
because they're going to be doing, what is it, like 40% tariffs on other countries, which give us food, which means the amount of money that you spend on food is going to go up. Like,
like they passed out money today because it was an attack on Lebanon.
Right.
And it's just too much going on.
The first one handing out money.
Right.
Did y'all, not to get too deep into that, because I know that wasn't the topic, but did y'all see on TikTok, it was, I think it's called a Jubilee or something, where they had these, what do you call it? Debates between the what is it? The Kamala Harris and the Trump supporters. And they were talking about this exact thing, and it was really intriguing. You guys didn't look into it? Oh, then never mind. I'll send it to you guys later on. But it was really, really good. But it also just was terrifying because these Trump supporters,
they're cult members.
We can believe. Listen, we can have political beliefs anywhere. We can do whatever we want to do, right? Like, but it boils down to a morality situation. And a lot of these Trump supporters, it seemed like they just delulu.
Yeah,
facts are spitting at them. Right. Facts are shown. They be like, well, I'm just not going to believe that. And
it don't matter to them. You ever see the guy on social media? He walks around with a mic and he's like,
Jordan Klepper or something like that.
Why do you support Trump?
Yeah.
And they can't even tell you why.
No, the one that's funny is he'll go up and he'll be like, hey, so what do you think about somebody overthrowing a country? Like, should that person go to jail or not? And they'll be like, oh, yeah, throw him under jail. And he was like, oh, that's what Trump did. And they're like, well, like like you like the you cannot think about these people rationally. Like people that ignore facts are not rational people. Like
there was another guy, he was interviewing the Trump supporters and he asked them, they said, can you believe that Biden, this was a setup, Biden, would you believe that Biden was a pedophile if he said, a 10-year-old girl in 10 years, I'm going to date you? And the person said, yeah, that is a pedophile. And he said, well, that in fact was not Biden. That was Trump that said that.
Yeah.
He said, Trump didn't say that. He followed the recording. It said this was exact. He goes, fake news. What? What's happening? Like, I don't know.
And what's worse is the Black people that are like, out there interviewing in the same area, and the Black people, they like, oh yeah, but Trump, he for us. I don't know why they keep saying he not for us. He didn't gave us money. He trying to make the economy better so we could buy houses and we could do. He ain't trying to make the economy better for you,
right?
You don't mean nothing to him. He's trying to get rich folks richer. He's trying to help people like him not have to pay taxes. That is his goal. Okay,
right.
Very odd. Very scary. Very not demure.
I thought we could go on and on about Diddy, but I feel like we could go on and on about politics, honestly.
Absolutely.
It's in our face 24/7.
Yeah.
Well, let's just sum this up by go out and get registered, go out and vote.
Please vote.
Yes.
And like Katrina said, not just for the presidency, but local officials. You need to
vote down the ballot.
Yes.
All the way down to the unified schools districts.
Right.
Who's going to be there to y'all need to vote. It's important.
The different propositions, everything.
Listen to them, read up on them.
The judge, your local judges.
Yes.
Make sure.
Right.
Okay, so let's get into some more hot topics. So today it came out, they're doing the Young Dolph trial about his whole unaliving and all of that stuff. And it came out that Yo Gotti's brother hired the men that unalived him. 2 men. I think they said he paid them I don't know how much money he paid them. But then also on top of that, it came out today that somebody, they aren't saying who it is, somebody from CMG, the record label, paid $50,000 for the lawyers, for the defendants. So it's been everybody's in the comments saying that Rev Run needs to get his daughter because it's about to go down. They're going to be coming after Yo Gotti.
Oh, that's right. She is with him.
Girl, she is riding with him till the wheels fall off. She going to stand by her man, okay?
She sure is. She sure
I was going to ask y'all, what would y'all do? Y'all going to stick beside him or what? Y'all think that he's stupid enough to not, if he's paying for those lawyers, y'all think he's stupid enough to not cover his tracks, or y'all think...
I don't know this man. But if I was in her position, I would have a whole lot of questions. But she gives me she loves his rough exterior. She loves that he's a rapper. She loves that he's has this persona because she just be right by him
girl, she came to
her little gun purse.
That's what I was just about to say. She walk around with gun purses now.
She's ready to get cancer for that.
She was baby. So bad.
Right.
She living out all her
so bad. Yeah. We're gonna start calling her Nunu.
That's true though. That's
definitely giving Nunu.
Yeah,
but she be so proud. My man. She is not ashamed at all. Which I think is great. You should.
Yeah. You should definitely be my man, but also ask questions. Don't be stupid. Okay. Don't get caught up. Because I think when she was with, wasn't she with him when the whole Young Dolph thing happened, or were they not together yet?
I don't remember what year it was with Young Dolph.
I think it was during the pandemic.
I feel like she might be in a tough situation because, you got to think about it. She got her son, and then the father passed away, unexpectedly. And now, I remember when Gotti was trying to seek her out, and she was not having it. Mm-hmm. Finally, she's with the guy. He's
very
publicly honeymoon phase. Now you got this. I do not think she's gonna be like deuces. This is too much.
No, she will make her look terrible.
If I think that she genuinely loves him though. I don't see her leaving. Yeah. And then I don't think that the son, I'm not saying that the son doesn't matter, but I don't think that the son would affect her decision because she has this hit, the dad's family. She has a huge support system with them. Her family is a big support system with to her too. So I don't see the son affecting the decision on whether or not she would stay with him.
Yeah, I think she is legit ride or die with him. I think she's head over heels in love, and
As she should be. Listen.
yeah, and he seems to treat her well.
Mhm.
So more power to it, but just be careful.
Right. Ask questions. I'm not saying be stupid. Like,
Don't you
listen.
get caught in the crossfire.
Right.
You
Stand
don't
beside
want to
your
be an
man.
accomplice. That's what you don't want to do. Because I'm
Right.
not going to jail over you. We're not even married.
But men like that, a lot of times, I feel like the caliber of man that he is, I feel like he keep her far removed from that type
Yeah.
of energy. Like there's two type of men in that world. The ones who is like the dons, who's like, nah, we keep home separate, and then it's the dummies that need help. So they got the girls holding stuff in their purse and stuff like that. He gives me, I keep my home life separate from that.
Yeah. I mean, well, look, we'll know if she knows stuff if they end up getting married, because that spousal privilege is real, and if she ain't got to testify, that's
If they
how
get
we'll know.
married like this, you know something.
Right. He ain't kept it too separate because she in the business.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Diddy's everywhere.
Oh, God.
Everywhere.
Where
You
do
know,
we
that's
begin?
right for the news. Child,
Right.
he got a whole nother lawsuit. And this is gonna be, I don't want to say the first, because Dawn Richards came out with her um allegations. Then we have
Yeah, we
this young
talked about
lady.
that last
There's
week with
gonna
Dawn
be a
Richards.
lot more.
Yeah.
People, when a man like of this caliber that has been doing dirt for so long, you best believe it's about 20, 30, 50, 11 other
Oh,
people
yeah.
working on their case right now.
Well, you
Everybody,
know, his PR manager quit. So I wonder how many fires she was already putting out. And then he went to jail and she quit. So she
pause,
like,
real quick. Did y'all also notice how all those CEOs from these music entities resigned the day after he got arrested?
You know why? You know why? Because they were scared of him.
mm-hmm.
I also think that
They was there.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
these people are all entangled and wrapped up in this mess, and they do not want to be attached. It could also be too, like, people that care about the businesses that they're a part of, and they don't want those businesses, they know they're going down.
Yeah.
Right.
Like some of them, they already know that he has dirt on them, and he's gonna throw everyone under the bus to save himself.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're
They
trying to
already talking about being on the lookout for Jay-Z.
So I think maybe the CEOs are trying to separate themselves from these companies so that the companies don't, fall. Because Revolt is still doing good. He resigned from Revolt right away. He's already removed from Ciroc, and those companies are still thriving. So if these CEOs step down from these entities and they, allow them to continue to thrive, because they already know, like, it's a matter of time before they get wrapped up.
Yeah.
My husband is stating, I told him he needs to join the live because he just came in here and he wants to comment. He said, I'm going to just
Put it in the comments.
That's what I just said. I said, join the live and comment. Said you want to chat and be on the sidelines.
Engage, Todd. Are you our one viewer? Engage.
Right. No, right. He said the music industry is failing. He said a lot of execs resigned prior to Diddy being arrested. So he said, I'm just giving you counter arguments. He need to hop on this live because
that don't have to be a counter argument. It's all true. Yeah. They resigned before and after. Everybody is scared because he's been doing these parties and gatherings, and we haven't talked about it yet, but the ex-bodyguard, can we move on to that? Or you talking about the lady still?
Farnsworth, what's his name?
No, not Farnsworth.
Oh.
No, you're talking about the video that you sent us, the one who was at the party.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was saying how, was it him? No, it was another girl on TikTok who was breaking down a lot of things at how the things work in the industry and like about Scientology, or he was talking about Scientology. Child was watching a whole bunch of stuff. But basically what they were saying is a lot of these big wigs, music execs, stuff like that, they're all intertangled, and people who participate in Scientology, which is really big in the music and film, whatever industry. A part of that is people have dirt on you.
Hold on. Was it Scientology, or was it another sector of Illuminati? Because I kept hearing about Illuminati, like him having like.
That I watched, he was talking about Scientology. He said
Okay.
they wear like this vow of blood around their neck, like they have a necklace and it's like a little red tube.
I heard that was the part of the like Illuminati thing.
Well, I'm just going with what he said.
Yeah,
it could all be the same. I don't know.
Yeah,
but he was saying that a part of that is they have dirt on you. Mm-hmm. There's like videos, there's a lot of evidence, and so people get hush hush, and everybody's saying like, well, why is nobody speaking up? Why? You start seeing people disappearing into the shadows. He was one of those people, or is one of those people that holds a lot of weight because they said he had tapes in his house.
That's what the prosecution has. That they got all the tapes. He's so stupid.
People did not know he was recording because these parties were supposed to be unplugged. Mm-hmm. But he got dirt on everybody, the politicians, the musicians, the execs, the CEOs of who went where and how.
And he's so arrogant, he didn't get rid of the evidence. Like,
did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Karina.
Yes, exactly.
That's my
recording everybody. So everybody is like.
But some people knew. Some people knew because they were blackmailing them with the tapes. Like he was saying, if you say anything, I'm going to expose you.
Right. He was already talking about it. Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Todd said not just tapes, but cameras in every room. So it was cameras.
It's the same thing. The cameras is the tape. The tapes is from the cameras. Like he has.
And he kept all them. Oh, yes, so he kept all that. So he got dirt on everybody.
Yes, he has video footage of everything.
So I'm
curious. Oh my god!
Dang.
A lot of fun.
Listen, I can't wait for this trial. It's gonna be bigger than OJ. Okay, I can't wait.
What does 1 TB mean?
1 terabyte.
Right. Girl, your man is a IT and you don't know it's
TB. That's why I asked. I don't know that.
That's a whole lot of tape. Could you imagine if you're on this case and you have to watch all oh my god.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Think of the jury. They just regular innocent people that got to sit through this trial for, I'm sure, the last months.
They're going to be traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
What the security guard was saying, he was just like, and we'll take, I don't know, this with a grain of salt because we were skeptical if he telling the truth or not, but some of the stuff he was saying made sense, where he was like, a lot of the people in the music industry, women is a part of it, and they run through so many women that they get bored of it. Like, that's what he was saying with Bobby Valentino. He was like, he told him, he was like, yeah, man, I done had so many women that sex is not even fun for me anymore. I had to try something different. And he was like, I don't really know what he meant by that. And he had these 2 women with him. And he asked him to take one of his ladies to the restroom. And he took the lady to the restroom and she went into the men's restroom. And he was thinking, well, sometimes ladies go into the men's restroom when the women's is full. No big deal. The door swung open. The young lady was standing at the urinal. Mm-hmm. So he was like, oh, that's what he mean by sometimes he wants something different. And he was like, then one time he was working a party. They had an after party and it was Diddy's after party. And allegedly, all this is allegedly.
Allegedly.
All of the women there were not born women.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
And so he was like, oh, that's why y'all get down. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I heard that Farnsworth Bentley was his boyfriend. Like, he just said that was his assistant, but that was really his man all them years, allegedly.
Oh!
And they're saying, he's very touchy-feely. He said he saw that he grabbed this one guy by his neck from front. And was saying stuff to him, and he was just like, I would let no grab me by the throat like that. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Did y'all see the Drink Champs interview where he was calling homeboy daddy? I cannot think of his name right now. What's his name? Huh?
Noriega?
Yeah, he was calling Noriega daddy. Like, after they was giving him shots, he was like, yeah, daddy, something daddy. Like, first of all, what man is doing that?
This is like, we've heard rumors about him. I remember hearing rumors about him since I was younger about how he turned Usher out. And did y'all hear the song from Justin Bieber where he was talking about
that one?
all the
I don't
stuff
know what
where
song you're talking about.
I had never heard this song before, and he basically was telling everybody what this man did to him.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, what song? Is it not Lonely?
I gotta look it up because I don't remember all the words. I just remember being appalled.
Well, girl, go on look it up real quick. Karita, I feel like he's definitely in trouble. That's why they wanted him to get out on bail, because just like Jeffrey Epstein ended up getting unalived in jail, they probably think that the same thing is going to happen to him. That's why he was like, I won't talk to women.
Did you see that? I won't talk to women. Women don't have to.
Right. I'll give up my passport. I won't talk to no witnesses. Like, I'll give you $50 million. Like, there was definitely a sense of urgency to get him out of jail, because they already know anything, like, it ain't safe.
Right. And then his lawyer came out and said he is not on watch for that. He's fine. He's in good spirits. Da, 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 da. So the song was I Lost Myself at a Diddy Party.
He from Harlem. He gonna give up everybody.
What is it, Kendra?
I Lost Myself at a Diddy Party.
That's the name of the song? I can't really hear what it's saying.
Hear it, girl.
All right, the mic is over here. Let me start over.
It hits deep when Justin Bieber said this about Diddy Party.
Girl, summarize it. It's too much auto-tune.
You know what?
He said, I lost myself at a Diddy party. I didn't know how it goes. I did it for a new Ferrari, and I lost more than my soul, or something like that. But he goes into depth about like what these parties happened and what it did to him. And remember, Justin Bieber was like Christian and like all this stuff. Then he went into a really deep, dark depression and dark place. That was after he started hanging out with him and stuff.
Yeah, Erica said, don't be posting no music. We're going to get copyright.
Yeah, that's true.
Hold on. We don't get copyrighted yet because we ain't making no money yet.
We ain't popular like that yet.
Yeah, it's all good. And you can play 8 seconds. I know that.
No, but, yeah, Shine too. Shine came out and said that Diddy ruined his life.
Mm-hmm. You know what you got? You got to be careful with that song, because AI is out there and they be making songs. So I don't know if that's true or not. Y'all don't remember?
What's the name of it?
It could be AI, but he didn't come out and say it wasn't.
What's the name of it? I'm gonna see if it's on Spotify. That'll be. They be posting.
Shine.
Shine. What type of nigga bang a gang in the streets? Bad boy. That song. Shoobity boppity boopity boppity boopity whoa.
Oh, I don't know that song.
Huh?
Play it for me one time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Child, we just said we can't be getting copyright infringement. I can't be playing it.
And Kendra Shirley said, ain't nobody checking for us, nor are we monetized, so ain't nobody caring.
Listen.
Is it called Lonely? Let me see.
No, that's a different song.
I don't even got that on my computer, child. I got to download Spotify.
Yeah, you're right though. It could be, but he didn't say. He ain't said nothing. I wouldn't say nothing either though.
Yeah, he enjoying his baby. I wouldn't let that get interrupt my peace. I'm sorry. I got other things I could be doing.
Right. But anyway, we know that it's gonna be a lot more people. Not Shine is a hoe.
Wait, who said Shine a hoe? Yeah, why? As soon as you said
my man.
Y'all remember Brown Sugar? The hoe is mine. That instantly went through my head. Got to get that.
I read the comments because I don't know if they stay there after the live is done.
No, they don't.
He stood with Diddy and went on tour with Diddy, and now he wants to throw him under the bus.
He said that he did that because he wanted to bring awareness to causes and beliefs. He said he ain't forgot nothing. Diddy ruined his life. He did that for beliefs. He didn't do that because he forgives him.
Because I will say too that a lot of people who are coming out now, they did take the opportunities. Like people are saying that about Don. Like if it was so bad, like why did you continue to like do music with him and like stuff like that? But a lot of these people was trying to survive because they was under contracts with him for a long time. So they was trying to make money however they could make money.
Under contracts, they was had pressure. I'm sure she got taped. So she said she was grabbing on the booty. And
wait, so but how is Jay-Z and Beyonce taught in all of this? Because I keep seeing.
Well, aren't you like buddy?
I don't appreciate none of this because I just cannot fathom. But everybody keeps saying they're very well tied in all of this too.
But aren't they like buddy and like supposedly the mistresses? So Claudia Jordan was messing with Diddy and her best friend was messing with Jay-Z. And her best friend got unalived, supposedly, allegedly, when she got pregnant by Jay-Z at the same time that Beyonce was pregnant with Blue. And she unalived from an aneurysm, which was suspicious. And that's what I'm thinking the connection is.
And the baby didn't survive.
I don't know. They don't supposedly. I've been seeing too that Blue Ivy is her baby. I don't know. That's the fake belly. Remember the interview when she did? Yeah. I don't know. I don't believe that because I think that Blue Ivy looks like Beyonce. That would be very
much so, like spitting image, and then also oddly enough, spitting image of Jay-Z as well. So
Well, if I don't want to feed into that. That's not odd because either way, he would be the daddy. But I think that
Karina just said Mary J. Blige. You see the rumor from Kim.
Yeah, she was trying to get out of her contract. Yeah.
Wow, he had everybody under his thumb. But
listen, I'm waiting for Faith. I'm waiting for Faith to come out and talk about Stevie J too, because he been real quiet. Last week was talking about how he was
Stevie J, you going to jail?
And they were saying that he paid to get Tupac killed, but we already speculated that.
Well, let's hope he don't come to California because if that's the case, you already know people gonna be going crazy if they end up really finding evidence to prove it.
This is going to be huge. We're going to see so many more people coming out with stories, writing books and memoirs and all kind of stuff. And I would just be sitting here with my popcorn because
I wouldn't be surprised Among Us because hello, the whole Illuminati, you got to kill somebody close to you. Sorry, unalive somebody close to you with the stepdaddy doing that to Biggie. Wouldn't be surprised.
It was a dark time too. People was just murking people.
Mm-hmm.
Like
we gonna be really in our TV. This gonna be listen, let's just hope. I mean, I don't want to say let's hope. Hope if for Diddy's sake, hopefully he has somebody like Woody to testify that they back in his whole trial on like Woody for Young Thug's case.
All the dirt he did, I don't think Woody, not even
He's
Woody.
Hilarious.
Yes.
Hilarious.
I love Woody.
He is great for Young Thug's case because he is in there acting a fool.
It's so entertaining. Like,
How old are you, Woody? I'm grown.
What did he say when they asked him something about Thug? He said, "Thug, what did you say again?"
Right.
You cannot talk to him while you sitting up there.
Or he said something, they asked him about the time or remember a time. He was like, listen, I don't know the time of the days. I just go with the flow. I don't know nothing about no time. And then he said, when they told him that he got immunity, he was like, well, look, I killed like, listen.
Right, sir, you have immunity for this case.
Right. I shot up Thugger's daddy barbershop or whatever he said. Like, ooh, child.
I do wonder, like, okay, so people are currently talking about Lori Harvey now and their relationship and what was going on during that time. And I think when they were together, if it's according to what Carisha say about him turning a new leaf, he might not have been involved in activity at that time. But she did break up with him abruptly, so I don't know.
Yeah, she don't want to be connected with that. Can y'all hear my fan? I'm sorry, I'm hot.
Yeah, we can hear it, but it's all good. She hot, y'all.
Sorry,
but I know she's sitting there like, dang, they ain't talked about me this whole time. Now they're gonna bring me up. Like
Who?
Lori Harvey. How did I get?
Yeah.
And how I get in it? You see how people bring me into things?
Right.
And
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't know how she got in it. I don't know what she got. I can see Young Miami. She's more fresh than Lori Harvey.
right. And he wasn't with her that long. I don't feel like.
But did you hear
Wait, who was Lori
Christian
Harvey
was
with
on
now?
the indictment too?
Who?
Because Christian supposedly he did something to some lady on the boat too.
Yep. They said
Mhm.
that he he
And you know
our
what's interesting? Christian and his girlfriend is usually all together, and now ever since this trial happened, I don't be seeing her like that. Like he goes to her events, but she do not be at the court or nothing.
Because that's
Justin's
gonna
girlfriend.
tarnish her brand. Whatever little raggedy brand she got, her to be associated.
I saw her post something. I don't follow her, but I somehow saw the post that said, I know y'all talking mess. I still support my man. Da, da, da. When he came to see her at her event, she takes a picture with him, talking about, yeah, I support him. Now, Justin's girlfriend has been at all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would be there though. I wouldn't want to be.
You don't want to be.
But she probably ain't got no choice. He probably funded her life, and she got to show up.
But you don't think
You
that
know what?
Christian funded her life? Like we don't even know what the Christian's girlfriend's brand is. So what kind of money do she got?
Well, I think she's making money on social media.
Maybe. That's true. She has been an
that's not the
influencer
same.
for a long time.
That's not the
Yeah,
same of the
influencers make a lot of
lifestyle
money.
that she's probably like getting exposed to, being part of the Diddy family. So, you know, when you get exposed to stuff and you know, got the red carpet rolled out, sometimes you feel like, well, why would I give up on this? So I don't know. I don't
I
blame
think the
them.
other girl, I think Christian's girlfriend is too much. And she's like, I need to remove myself from this. I don't want to be. Now, the other girl's
Right.
probably a little bit more green. And like you said, she's accustomed, she likes the lifestyle, so she's going to stick beside him. And who knows, if Justin is anything like his daddy, she might have a choice. Allegedly, I don't know.
Allegedly.
That wouldn't be over there.
It's crazy that what's the oldest son? Kim's actual son?
Quincy.
Actual son. Who?
Quincy.
Yeah. He like the most like clean one out of all of them.
Yeah.
Very quiet, low key, keep to himself.
I feel like he doesn't. When he was younger, he was around a lot, but as he got older and moved into his own lane and career and started acting and stuff like that, I feel like he kind of separated himself. Like I don't think he lives there or anything.
I feel like after Kim Porter passed away, that's his mom too, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like you didn't really see much of
That's
him.
true.
And he could have separated himself for a reason, but I don't know. I feel like all of this stuff, now that we talked about Kim Porter, the stuff that allegedly has came out of her book is wild. Did you guys hear about that stuff that allegedly she was talking about?
Who?
Kim
Porter.
Oh yeah, but I heard that is also not true.
That's why I just said it was alleged.
Mm-hmm.
But what I didn't hear, what was it saying?
She said that her Mary J. Now this is a legend now. Her, Mary J. Blige, and him, they've had threesomes. Diddy is known for also loving backdoor activity to the point where he bleeds. I believe that. I believe that.
I mean, that's what a Vegas nerve is. A lot of men like it. Not that I'm saying that. Listen, I'm saying that. Listen, that's their preference. Listen, everybody got their thing. It's not. My point of saying that is it's not uncommon.
No, it's not uncommon. But until you bleed, though.
Listen, he like it rough. I don't know. Listen,
not
I can him. I'm just saying, people like it. Not until they bloody. But
go back to what that guy was saying. People that have had it all, they are into some other stuff.
Just get weird.
Yeah, and never get enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's
true. When you got that much freedom, and that's why I say rich people, and I'm gonna say, well, I might get in trouble for this. Rich white people, they be a little odd. Now I've been around them a couple of times through the work, and they just so strange because they got so much daggone freedom. They can do whatever they want. Ain't nobody gonna check them. They ain't gonna do anything. So when you got that much freedom, and when a person enters into that free world, and you go, oh, I can do whatever I want to do. Yep. I can pay for you. I can pay for the little boy, the little girl, the grown man, the grown girl.
Yep.
Oh, I can have it. We can have parties, sescapades, freak offs, whatever. And ain't nobody going to check me because I got the money for the lawyers. I got the money for this. I got the money for the police, the judges.
Yep.
That ain't
too freak offs. Freak offs.
Okay, so look, here goes the song.
What did Krita say?
She said, so rumor has it that Usher had to be taken to the hospital for that.
For what? Back door?
Yeah,
because he groomed Usher.
Yeah.
He took him in and was supposed to be grooming him.
Usher was young. I remember
he was like 14.
His mother signed over her rights or something to him.
Oh, that's crazy.
Or something crazy like that.
Okay, look here goes the song.
Oh.
This isn't Shubada Babada Boobada.
Yeah.
It's this one.
Girl, go to the middle of the song.
I am. I have to move it up.
I forgot about that song.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
It definitely went platinum in the hood. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I forgot about that song. That song was it. Now I'm gonna listen to it after this. I'm gonna listen to that song.
Yeah. Listen, that's why I don't know the words. All I know is shoobity babada boo boo babada boo boo boo. Whoa. Yeah. Right. The ad lib was on point. Like
yeah. That's crazy. Well, all them niggas is going down. I hate to say it. I'm really sad about that. This is really a sad day for the Black hip hop community. People are going down and they're being held accountable. And who was it made a video that said it's really sad that people going to jail for being freaky? Huh?
Boosie,
he needs to really sit this one out because they about to come for him next. He be having his own
stuff. Because you was on live talking about you hired a stripper to give your son head. You're nasty.
And
underage son at that.
And they said movie parties is just as wild.
Right. I'm like, he be having his own little freak offs. He needs to sit this one out, please.
What did he say? Put your own live for $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing
he ate his words though because he had a show after that, and it's some part in his song where he says something about Diddy, and he bleeped it out. He didn't say it. I'm like, oh, you're recanting.
Yeah. What's it? Okay, so what do you think the name of the Justin Bieber song is?
I don't know. They said I lost myself at a Diddy. No, what was it called? Something at a Diddy party. I looked it up on YouTube. I can't find it. I mean, I
don't know if I believe that song. Now, how did that song get leaked?
Is it called "I Lost Myself"? It says viral Justin Bieber song about Diddy party is likely AI generated. Researchers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, look.
Freaky is one thing. Drugging people and holding them hostage is another. Now, I agree.
Right.
But why are people saying, why did this song hit so different now?
What song? Well, maybe
this song hits so different now.
Everybody knows my past now.
Now I can hear it.
Oh, that's lonely.
That's lonely.
Yeah.
But I thought that was because he was a little asshole as a kid.
I never knew him to be like that.
Oh no, Justin Bieber. Oh yeah, he did. He had a rep for being a little asshole.
But they were trying to bring Rihanna into it too, because they was talking. They brought up this old tweet where they were talking about where she said that Justin Bieber raised his shirt at a restaurant, and she was like, "Oh, he got a little 6-pack. He a little cutie or whatever." Like trying to like compliment him. I don't think she meant it like that, but everybody was like, "Nobody's gonna mention this tweet," and it's from like 10 years ago. Also,
that sounds freaky is one thing. Drugging people and holding them hostage is another. That's exactly what I said when Boosie said what he said. I'm like, we ain't talking about just him being freaky. It's beyond that.
Right.
He imprison people.
But that's how they like to justify it, by saying that he's freaky.
Because they all be doing the same thing.
Right. But that's why all them people talking about, oh, he just freaky, they should be looking into them, because clearly they do the same things. That's why they don't see nothing is wrong with it.
I'm looking at anybody sideways who's justifying anything at this point, because
right, like, guys, let's just sit this one out. Like, please.
Just be quiet. This is the time in life where you should just hush and watch.
Right.
Please do.
All right, y'all. So we didn't talk about Diddy. Let's get into OC.
Oh, brother.
Only one of our shows that came on, so let's just talk about him for a little bit, okay? Okay. Okay, so look, I don't like Dos Amigas. I feel like it's very cringy, and then the fact, like,
I feel like they should switch it up. They should just swipe it and do something completely different.
Right, and then I also like it hurts me to say this, but I kind of see why Tamara was like, I don't want to do the show anymore, because literally within the first 30 seconds, Vicky is talking about, let's take shots. Like, but
Tamara is down with that. Let's not act like Tamara is not with the stuff. Like,
I think she's down with it. I think she's okay with drinking, but I think that for her it was optics. Like, you just got a DUI for like they say, running into somebody's house, and now we over here taking shots and getting drunk on stage. Like, let's just cool off for a little bit, and then we could get back into it.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be associated with that.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be associated with anything that can make her possibly look bad. And I understand. I wouldn't want
How can she not want to be associated with something that doesn't make her look bad? Tamara already looks bad. She has been a shit show for years.
Absolutely.
She's definitely not been like this sober Sally. She's always been hammered. She broke her ankle from being wasted, jumping into a hot tub nude. Are we forgetting this? Like, she has done so many things where she is just wild and nuts. So I'm going to
say this in defense of the people that, you know, have drunk moments. She didn't get a DUI. She didn't get a DUI. Listen, I didn't have moments, but I ain't never
resonating just a little bit.
I think that's why you need to. That's why you got to. Once you get that DUI, it's time to do a self-evaluation. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and I think for Shannon, what the piece that people are missing, it wasn't just about the drinking, it was about her relationship with John. This man, she thought that she was going to marry him. She had invested so much into the relationship. I think Shannon got that DUI because she had a broken heart.
I agree.
Spiraling.
And she was spiraling because she's a very emotional person. We all know this about her. She loses her stuff every chance she get. Coupled with drinking, she just was wackadoodle. Like, she was not using their words. Like, she was just not there. And I don't think with her just being a drinker is why she bumped it or ran into the wall and did all that stuff. I think it was she was enraged coupled with the drinking.
She said that they had got into a fight before she had gotten into the car. So I definitely think
never got in that car if she was just drunk.
And I think that's why
I don't take none of that away. I'm just saying, as someone who Kendra has lots of videos on, once you get the DUI, it's time to do self-reflection. Okay.
Yes. It's time to dial it back for sure. But I think the reason why I'm kind of like, y'all, they're not taking that part into account at all. They're just blaming it on the drinking, but y'all drink just as much as her. And I think that's what pisses Shannon off. Is that when you guys are all out drinking, she's not the only one ordering drinks. You're not ordering tea and she's ordering Tito's. It's not happening that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, she did get a DUI and she made it. I know someone who got a DUI and still drinks to this day.
So do I.
But I still understand they got the DUI because at the time, I don't want to go into the story, but the reason why they got the DUI was not necessarily, it was their fault, but it was a circumstance. They're not an alcoholic. I should say that.
Right.
Well, that's what Gina was saying. Is her name Gina?
Gina.
Yeah, she was saying, like, so I don't drink anymore, but that's my personal choice. I don't think that because she's still drinking, like, she's a bad person. Like, she just needs to get to to the point to where she feels like enough is enough.
And I do think that she should stop drinking because she's not emotionally stable.
Right.
And she's not making proper decisions with her life. And I feel like that is the reason why she got behind that wheel. It wasn't just because she was drinking. She was like, woo, I want to drive a car.
Right.
She was not in her right mind because of what she's going through emotionally. And it just, you know.
And poor Archie, he probably didn't know what the hell was going on. He's like,
you're right. He's
trying to be up for his mama, and then they just crashed into the wall. God dang.
You know what?
I'm so sick of Tamara though, because I'm just like, girl, it's the pot calling the kettle black for me. Like
it surely is.
Every chance you get, you like, and she's drinking again. And she's drinking again, and you got your glass in right in front of you.
Exactly.
But I didn't get
that. Irritating me though. We talked about this last week, but that was irritating me though when she kept saying it at the resort. Like, she's not driving anywhere. She's literally gonna walk to her room. Like, let her have a drink. Like, listen, I'm not saying she needs to stop. I'm just saying if she's gonna drink, like, please don't drive. Like, if you out with your friends, y'all got a car service, whatever, y'all at a hotel, pull it up.
Because there's no excuse in 2024 to drink and drive.
Right.
There's so many other forms of transportation.
Right. Uber, Lyft.
Park the car, come get your car the next day. They might even have I think they actually have a service where someone will come and get your car for you and drive you home. If they don't, I'm going to start that business.
But you know what? Moving on from that, I think so Alexis has been really working my nerves. So we're moving forward from that to the party that is it Jennifer?
Yeah.
Jennifer
at her house. Yeah.
At her house. Mm-hmm. So Jen threw a party at her house. Shannon and
nobody called her Jennifer though.
Yeah,
Jen, sorry. Shannon and Vicky were doing their show, the Dos Amigas. Mm-hmm. So at the party, Alexis showed up and she was being odd, and they were like,
I know, immediately starts crying.
And Tamara was like, spill it.
Right.
What's the issue?
Yeah, what is it? And Heather was like, okay, give her a minute.
Exactly. Yeah. And Heather was like, let's just give her a second. But when she said what the issue was, it was just kind of like,
girl, listen, if I was there, she would have been mad at me because I'd been like, girl, bye.
This is a lot for me too. Like, you're choosing to be here.
You're choosing. That's what Gina said. Gina in her confessional, she said, you know, I know how it is to be with somebody and they have an ex and it's drama. She's like, but I chose to get away from it. They seem to be driving into it. Right. So how can you feel that deal?
Exactly. I love how Jen was like, I mean, not Jen. What's her name? We just said a name. What's her name?
Gina.
Not Gina. The other one.
Heather.
No. Emily? The one who was talking about mad at Heather because she had to wear pants.
Emily.
Yeah.
Say her name.
No, but I love how Emily was like, "You're just a friend." Like, girl, don't come for me. You don't even make a full check, okay? Sit down.
You know what? I will say that Housewives of OC has some of the funniest like one-liners. Wackadoodle is one. And then I got this from Vicky, was cuckoo banana birds. She's just cuckoo banana birds. They say the most bizarre things, but it sticks.
Because they don't want to
be real.
The OC housewives make me want to have more white friends because
yes, they're great to have.
They're are a riot.
But speaking of one-liners, did y'all watch Salt Lake?
Yes.
Child Mary? Yeah, it came on. What was it, Sunday?
Child, I don't know. I'm still catching up on TV for my vacation, but
I think it came on Sunday. But child, Mary had me hollering. Mary had me hollering because the new girl. So first of all, the new girl came up and she said something about the fashions, and Mary was like, "I'm not a hoarder. I don't hoard. I have a collection, whatever." And then she was talking about like Mary was talking about when she was growing up, she didn't have a lot of money, so that's why she buys like a lot of clothes, and she called her a hoarder. And she was like, "Yeah, when I didn't have money, I used to like take food and put it away or whatever. And then Mary, she did not let it go. Like she sat next to Mary at the dinner, and Mary was like, I don't want to sit next to her. She be putting bread in her purse. My purse. And she was like, when she was younger and stealing food, she didn't even have a purse. So that had to be recent.
She was like, little girls don't carry purses. But no, she had me rolling when she was like, the girl was like, yeah, I grew up poor. She was like, nah, I didn't say I was poor.
Right. I have a lot of money. We was not poor, okay?
Poor.
Right.
Okay, so I gotta watch that tonight. I did not know that it was airing. We should have discussed that tonight. So we'll discuss it the next one.
Yeah.
But so
girl, it was hilarious. Mary,
okay, good. Okay.
Mary carried. We was worried about Monica, but Mary is carrying the show as of today.
Okay, good.
I think the new characters are gonna add something to the show too, because the girl with the fashions,
Bronwyn,
hard on.
Yeah.
Bronwyn, yeah, she's not holding her tongue, so I think it's gonna be good.
And her and Mary are low key new besties. Like,
yeah, they're gonna be besties.
They was teaming up on the girl who be stealing bread. Okay.
Mary was good too. I think she got some filler or something.
A facelift or something like that.
Yeah, she looks good.
Good for her.
I'm looking forward to that season. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I didn't realize that it was on. I've been busy with other things, but now I had to ask y'all what shows y'all done watching. You didn't tell me about that one. So
nobody said nothing, so I was like, okay, I guess
I forgot. Shoot.
Well, that's crazy. Y'all let us know if you guys are watching Salt Lake. If you know,
we're gonna discuss Salt Lake.
Huh?
We're gonna discuss Salt Lake because I
we're talking about Salt Lake, whether y'all watch it or not.
Whether you watch it or not.
It's only 2 episodes in, so y'all can start watching it.
It's not even 2, it's 1.
I mean, one. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
She's like,
and next week New York comes on.
Now I'm gonna watch that.
I just want to say I love that Bravo brings back Salt Lake and New York in the fall because it gives all the cozy vibes.
Yeah.
With snow and everything. I'm like, I love that.
Potomac is coming back too, though.
Yeah.
Housewife out.
When is Atlanta coming back?
Child, they don't have a start date.
November.
Oh.
They don't have a date. Their regular airtime is November, but last year it's been off since they did the whole switch up. So I don't know when it's
I can't wait till Married to Medicine come back on because child, the Instagram show was making it seem like it was good.
Yeah.
And I like that everybody is friends now. Even Quad is coming to the gathering.
Yeah, they've been showing their little stuff on social media, their gatherings and everything like that. So, and they're stating that they got a major.
Well, I can't wait. It seems like we're gonna have a good fall and a good winter.
A good fall.
There's a lot of tea that's get into. We've wrapped it up. It's about at the hour mark. And
we didn't finish with OC.
Oh, we didn't.
I just want to ask real quick. What did y'all think about the Emily situation? Did you guys feel like she overreacted with the jeans?
She projected.
I think that I don't think she overreacted because I feel like Heather has a history of coming at her for her weight and like just being negative towards Emily. So I think that's why like Emily thought, oh my gosh, I worked hard. I look good. I'm so proud of my weight loss. And then you make me bring my own jeans? Like you ain't even have no jeans for me?
Not just the fact that you made me bring my own jeans. You didn't even tell me the color that everybody was wearing. So you made me stand out like a sore thumb.
Right.
Everybody else had on black bottoms.
And then she put her next to Alexis in the same dress. It's like, what is it? The normal size or the average size and the plus size? Like what? That's what it was giving.
And she was like, and the dress fit. Like, yeah, it's a fitted dress.
Heather was like, the dress was actually tight. Emily was talking about that the dress was too big, and Heather was talking about, oh, the dress actually was tight. It
did look tight.
But she could have still fit into a 10 because it was like wrinkled in the back. It's a fitted dress, so
I get it.
But dress sizes are different than actual sizes. So maybe they gave her a 12 based off her measurements.
That's what
Heather said. She could have not fit in a 10 based on your top and your bottom.
I feel like
Heather got enough money to get stuff tailored. If you want to have a fashion show, and it was definitely giving fashion with no fashions, because first of all, I didn't even realize that it was actually her clothing line. Like it looked like she just went to Macy's and got a bunch of outfits. Like, I didn't know these were actually her designs. Like,
yeah.
I feel like I agree somewhat with what you guys are saying, but I also feel like Emily was projecting her insecurity. And I feel like that was a little bit unfair to Heather, because Heather, she's probably just like, this is a fashion show. She was like, I got everybody's measurements and their sizes. I gave it to those designers or whatever. And this is what they gave me. And she thought it looked great. And I saw Emily in those outfits. I thought she looked good. Now, if the dresses didn't fit her right, because they showed the dress on her, the dress looked great on her. It didn't look baggy, oversized. It didn't look anything. It looked good. And other outfits look good. Now, if it didn't, I would have been like, okay, I get it. But now the jean part, I can understand, but I still feel like that's an individual insecurity that she was projecting on. That sounds
but
like
the insecurity comes from their history. The insecurity comes from their history, though. That's why she's insecure.
No, I get it. No, I get that. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I just felt like she was.
I feel like Heather is a very calculated person. I feel like Heather knows exactly what she's doing.
Fair.
And I feel like as someone who is the bigger person in the group that worked hard to get her body the way that she wants it, of course it's going to feed into her insecurities. It's bringing her back to a time where she was the big girl and she's getting singled out for her size. Go ahead.
Okay.
And then also when she brought it up, Heather was like very dismissive.
Very dismissive.
She wasn't even like trying to understand where she was coming from or anything. She was just like, why are you gonna try to do this now? Like, it was just like, girl, like if it wasn't intentional, it should just be easy to say, you know what, I'm sorry that you felt like that. Wasn't for my intention. Right.
No compassion at all. Her face looked irritated that she even brought this to her. Why are you talking to me about it?
I think the irritation comes from last season, how they kept getting at Heather, where she literally couldn't say a fucking word. Heather literally, it was like, oh, well, you didn't tell us about what was going on. Then we're mad at you. Oh, I'm telling you about this. Now she's boasting and she's trying to be flashy.
But this wasn't that, though. This is somebody.
I know that, but I feel like Heather felt like in this next season, she was like, I'm going to be mindful of the things that I say and try to be mindful of things that I do. And I feel like sometimes Heather can be out of touch. You have to look at, remember last year they introduced her mom. You saw how judgmental her mother was?
Mm-hmm.
And like,
I don't remember her mama.
Yeah,
I remember that. And I was like, oh, that's why Heather is the way that she is. Because her mom, like, literally holds her to the standard of perfection. So sometimes Heather can be so out of touch with how she is.
My point exactly.
Like she doesn't realize it. So I don't know. And then I think Heather is trying. I feel like she tries. She comes from a good place. I don't think she's trying.
No, I don't think she purposely. I don't know though, because I feel like she is a calculated person, and I feel like my whole thing was there's a way to do it, because I do understand that the sizes are the sizes, right?
Right.
If we don't have pants to fit this person, yes, why not bring a piece? Because I don't think she was the only one that had to bring their own pieces in, but I think it was the fact that there was no consideration in it. She was asked to bring jeans, and Tamara got on a leather skirt. Gina got on leather pants. Everybody has on black bottoms, and she's sitting there in a white button-up and blue jeans. She looked like she did not belong in the picture. She stood out like a sore thumb. She's already larger than everyone. Aesthetically, it didn't even look right. Somebody should have went to the store when she showed up with her jeans and said, for the clothing scene, this does not even look right. She looks like she doesn't belong in the picture. Somebody go get her some black pants or a black skirt or something. So at least if she did realize that she was the only one that had to bring pants, at least the audience wouldn't know that something was off, because it was very clear. She
still would have been mad though, because she still would have felt like I was the only one that had to wear pants that were not.
Of course, it's uncomfortable. You don't want to be the big girl in the shoot. Yeah. That is, put yourself in her shoes.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm like, I have compassion for her, because I'm like, if that were me, I would have been pissed too. Like, why you got me sitting here looking like a sort? I don't think I would have been mad about bringing my own jeans, because my booty is bigger than everybody. I can't do nothing about that. Thank you for including the show. But don't have me out here looking crazy.
Right.
And don't put me in the same dress as the bigger person compared to the smaller person in the
Alexis.
dress. Give me completely different looks, or use a
Or
straight.
let me know if my purpose is for size inclusivity.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like,
I can
And
understand.
she probably already got, now it's giving her body dysmorphia, which is not their fault. But she's like, am I trying to not lose weight? Can nobody else see the work that I've done? Well, you can clearly see when she jumped on the scene that she looked completely different than last season.
Understandable.
And she just, yeah, she just wants a little credit from her for her hard work, because she was in the gym. She didn't just go get Ozempic. She actually worked out and, like, you know, worked on
and
herself.
stopped drinking. She went on
Yeah.
Andy Cohen and drinking water.
She's
Like,
sacrificed.
right. Yeah.
And I think that even if Heather's intentions were not to do all that, she should have had more compassion instead of just being defensive and making it about herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I also, moving along, I thought it was odd how Alexis completely turned that conversation back
About
onto
herself.
her.
That's not odd. That's Alexis. She's very self-absorbed.
100%.
Yeah.
She's a wackadoodle.
Freak me, Heather?
A wackadoodle. A wackadoodle. 100%.
Right. Like, how did you get from her saying that y'all wore the same dress to where Emily was coming for you? Like, it had literally, like,
She
what?
didn't finish her sentence. This is my moment. So
Right.
you saying it's my fault?
She said,
And-
exactly. It was
But she
odd.
came to the wrong person. Like, why was, if of all the people, why come for Emily? Because Emily is not gonna hold back. She's gonna
At all. Emily let her have it. She let her
right.
have it.
So why didn't they cover Emily's tracks? With her half up, half down.
Why did they do that?
Girl, I didn't see it.
They did her so dirty. It was like track.
Track. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't
I
see
feel
that?
like I feel like the white girls are okay with their tracks showing, because I see white people tracks all the time.
All the time. But it wasn't even just like her tracks. It was the fact that it was like a bump.
It
like,
was.
Oh.
It was like a bump.
I said, wow. In 2024.
Listen, I be seeing them. They're just extensions. Like, it's not that deep.
And that ponytail had her face snatched like she got a fresh.
When I tell you, she did one of these.
It was given.
I said, "Oh, you're snatched."
She said, "Snatch that ponytail, snatch that face."
I said, "Your eyebrows are giving up here."
Oh, they were.
Oh, you talking about Heather?
Emily.
Oh.
Heather had an updo too, but I didn't like hers.
Yeah, I never she always gives like stuffy to me.
She gave like prom.
Yeah, it was very much prom circa 2007.
I got another question, but I think I'm gonna ask that offline.
Go ahead and ask it.
How did all her kids?
Right. I feel like it might be a little bit of an agenda. I'm just saying. All of them? Every last, except for the oldest son. Except for the oldest son.
3 out of 4. Let me not say all. 3 out of 4 are a part of
it. Girl, I was so confused.
What did I say?
Who the hell is Ace?
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? When people have money and they have freedom, they do anything.
Yeah.
Girl, I was so confused when they introduced what's her name? I forgot what her real name is. As Ace. I was like, who is Ace? The youngest daughter.
Yes.
I don't remember. I think her name is Colette.
Her new son.
Yeah, Colette. But Ace.
Yeah.
I was confused. I didn't, and she had a haircut and everything.
Who is that?
Right.
You're not gonna introduce us?
Right. I thought she only had one son. Like, this is so confusing. I mean, I love that she supports them though. Like, that's good that they don't have to worry about being supported at home.
Yeah.
But it's definitely interesting.
But I wonder also, I don't know. I don't want to talk too much on it because it's not my place.
That would be.
But I just wonder, were some of the other kids influenced and kind of gravitated because of the attention that the oldest
daughter. Yeah.
Well, Kendra, we're not there yet with our kids. Our kids are not at that stage where they're in middle school and high school yet.
Right.
I am friends with somebody that their kids are in middle school, almost high school.
Right.
And her daughter is now a they, them, which is fine, right? But I just feel like, listen, we have to be, I'm trying to be mindful of my words. I 100% support the LGBTQ, whatever, plus, not whatever, LGBTQ plus IA community.
Plus. Yeah.
I 100% agree with it. Support it. But I feel like with the kids, there's a lot of confusion. And a lot of kids do things because they think that
it's cool.
I think it's getting introduced way too early. It's in the cartoons. It's in Sesame Street. It's everywhere. Like, the reason why it wasn't talked about when we were kids is because we didn't find out about these things until I don't even know if things is the right thing to say. We didn't find out about these lifestyles until we were an adult.
Yeah. But I'm going to stop you there. Be mindful, because I can go down a very large slippery slope. And
so let's just. So thanks for tuning in with you guys. We don't want.
That's why I said I was going to talk about it offline. I don't want to say. I try to be mindful. Listen, I did a whole freaking training on how to use the correct verbiage, because I dealt with, in my previous work, I had a lot of clients in the community. And so I had to learn how to use the correct verbiage and support them in their journey. And it's a lot of work.
It is.
It's a lot to learn, and it's ever changing every day.
So
listen, we're all trying to evolve with the world evolving, but none of us are perfect. We don't always have the right words. And just because we are not a part doesn't mean that we condemn or we, are putting people down or anything like that. I believe everyone has the right to make whatever choices that they feel like is best for their life.
Right.
And peace and love.
If we say something wrong, educate us.
Yeah, please.
I'm always willing to learn.
Education. I welcome it.
Yeah.
Well, we can
offend anybody.
Not even that.
I found out what a gen was like a couple months ago.
We don't want to piss anybody off.
Gen is a cisgender.
Cisgender. Yeah, we are considered cisgender women.
We're cisgendered. So, let me just stop there. We don't want to piss anybody off because Google is free, so we don't need anybody to educate us on anything. The same way as we don't want a white person asking us to educate them on Black.
Yeah, it's not your job. But if you want,
it's not a job. So Google's free. We just know that we are very supportive. I'm
gonna hold my comment.
We're very demure. We're very cutesy.
And I actually know a lot. Like I said, I know I'm a cisgender woman. I knew that already.
Listen, I'm the Google queen. I was on some post and they was talking about cisgen. I'm like, what the hell is that? Let me Google it, because listen, I don't know.
It's too much. It is a lot. It's a lot. I remember
they even say it's a lot.
Get into it. I was so confused, but after doing my research, understanding there's so many different pockets and avenues to it, I said, you know what? Whatever you tell me, I respect it.
Right. But I still think too, like,
I'm not gonna question that.
I love when I go to the store and people have their pronouns on their badge, because a lot of times I do not know.
Right.
I do not want to say ma'am, sir, or in between and offend anybody. So
let me know. Let me know, and I respect that. Please let me know, because I'm not trying to hurt your feelings or make you mad, because I don't want no smoke.
That though, we're gonna go ahead and close out. We appreciate y'all for watching. We hope you guys meet us again here next week at 7:30 p.m. If we're not here at 7:30, just hold out to 7:45.
Let's just say 7:30-ish.
7:30-ish.
Right.
Check our Instagram for the exact time. Is it the Lady Layer? What's our Instagram?
The Lady Layer. The lady. Ooh, I'm tipsy.
The Lady Layer.
The Lady Layer podcast on Instagram.
The Lady Layer podcast.
That's where you
are screen grab me going, the Lady Layer.
Who's watching this right now? All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you guys.
Bye.
Come back next week. Bye.
Bye.